Hey, good afternoon. It is Sunday, last day of 2017. Are you as glad as I am to say goodbye to it? I wasn't that bad. It's actually not a bad year at all. I'll be sad to see it leave, but glad to see we've got another one right behind it, just ready to come in. I'm Kim Stansel, High Priestess on the channel, and yeah, like I said, I promised you about the 432, the frequency of water. People argue. Well, no one's really argued with me. I can't even open up a debate. Please, someone debate with me about this. But the debate is, what frequency should you charge water? And of course, I'll tell you what charging your water is. But they think because that the sun vibrates at 528 hertz, 528 hertz, that's the vibration that all music should be broadcast in and things like that. When I'm here to tell you, it's not. It's 432. Okay? First off, there's something called the number 9 factor. 5 plus 2 plus 8 equals what? 15? Which 1 plus 8 equals 6. 5. 4 plus 3 plus 2 equals 9. I'm going to show you how important that is later. But for right now, this does not, in any way equal 9, the number 9. It has to have the number 9 factor to make this legit. So anyway, the speed of light. The speed of light, by the way, is in A sharp. Okay, that's kind of cool, huh? And let's see, the speed of light is 186,600. Speed of light is 180. Boy, my 8s are ugly, aren't they? 186,624. Okay, that's enough. You get the idea. Okay. The square root of the speed of light is 432. Okay, nothing else. All right, 432. The sun, our great big old sun over here, is 864,000 miles across. Let's make this a better 8. 860. Boy, that's ugly. 4. I can't write. I'm not very good. What's half of that? Sure is. Believe in coincidences, right? Well, sure, that's all it is. It's just a coincidence. And there also happens to be 86,400 seconds in every day. Which means there's 12 hours, of course, that we consider AM. And 12 hours we consider PM, which means that's 43,200 seconds of daylight. 43,200 seconds of darkness. So 432 of AM and 432 of PM. I don't see 528 anywhere. I don't see any other frequency anywhere. This one's the one. Right here. It keeps repeating. There's a reason it keeps repeating. Oh, by the way, our moon, this is the sun. Our moon, let's put the moon over here, little bitty moon. It happens to be old, tiny, just 2,160 miles across. just, am I right about this? Because I do believe that that's about half of that, isn't it? If we double this, yeah, there it is. So if we double the distance of our moon, there's that 432 again. Okay, it's a pretty important little number there. By the way, there's even a thing called precession of the zodiac. Perhaps you've heard of it. It's the basis for every single sign. Pisces, Sagittarius, Taurus, Capricorn, all that good stuff. Well, there's a reason for that. It's called the precession of the universe, or the precession of the earth, I guess. I didn't even draw an earth in here anywhere. Okay, here's a big old earth over here. And right now, we're going to say it tilts kind of at this direction at about 24 degrees. Well, 23 and a half, round up. It's 24 degrees. That's good enough. But anyway, it takes it a while to go around the sun. In fact, it takes it 365 days just to go around the sun once. No big deal. But you see what happens is on this tilt, as it spins around, it starts to kind of slowly reverse its tilt. Now, this takes a long time, all right, for it to switch its little tilt, but it will, okay, about halfway around this thing called a great year, which happens to last, is there room down here, can you see? It happens to last 25,920 years, okay? That's how long it's going to take it before it gets back to this exact position where it's tilted in this exact way. All right? So like, for example, 10,000 BC or 12,000 years ago, it would have been halfway through this cycle. It would have been over here somewhere. Not really, but just kind of use your imagination. And its tilt still going to be that 24-degree tilt, but in a different direction. So it makes, guess what? Our equator, actually, that was here, going to be that different over here. In fact, it'll almost look like this over here. So it'll look a lot different than what it does right now. Oh, by the way, how many minutes are in an hour? 60. And how many seconds are in a minute? 60. If you took that 25,920 year cycle and just happened to divide it by 60, I bet you'll never guess what that number is going to be. And you see that down there a little bit? 432. There it is again. It's a big 432. Can't help it. It's just what it is. So, that being said, go buy a big gallon of water. Okay? Go buy the big gallon. Go buy the 5-gallon. Okay? Put it in front of a speaker. Put it in front of the best speaker you can get your hands on. My personal favorite, the one that I've had for over a year, which is, it's a Harman Kardon. It's a little round thing, and it's portable, but it's been a lifesaver to me. I use it daily. But I find something on YouTube that is in the 432 hertz recharging, energizing, whatever it is that you're seeking, find it broadcast in 432 hertz and play it in front of that water for at least 4 hours. Mind you, your body needs to be hearing it as well, if at all possible. Don't forget, you are 3/4 water. More than 70% water. That music affects you as well. It's one of the reasons you shouldn't cuss. Have you ever seen water's crystals as they form when they're frozen? When they're yelled at, the anger, the ugliness that they turn into, you'll never cuss again. Because you'll realize that the more soothing, the more calming, the more balanced and focused and gentle your voice is, your own body's water will respond to that and give you a sense of strength and power. You can feel it as you channel it and as you study it and practice it. And stop cussing. Not because you have to, not because FCC says so, not because anybody says so. Stop cussing because your body says so. It hurts your body. When you say beautiful things to the water crystals, they form these beautiful water crystals. And that's what you want in your body, right? Right. So you're charging your water that you're going to be drinking and you're going to be making juice out of, and you're charging yourself for at least 4 to 8 hours. Well, that's easy. That's just when you sleep. So, guess what? These things that they produce, they go on for 8, 10, 12 hours at a time. Yeah, it's already ready for you to do. It is set up. You'll just follow these instructions. Charge that water overnight. Drink that water over the next few days. You're done. But I'll look at one very important thing. And this is where I believe it makes all the difference. And you see, I always take my water and I put my hands on the water. I'm not in it. I never touch the water. But I touch the container. And I say prayer. I give thanks. And I treat the water as if it's already healing me or has healed me. And I give it thanks for having healed me and having flushed from my body whatever foulness was in there that needed to come out so that I would, be radiant and gorgeous and all that good stuff again. And it's not because I'm a high priestess. And it's not because I'm High Priestess Nama. It's not my prayers that are doing it. It's my positive words. You too can do the same thing. I would recommend prayer. That's the only word I can think of. So for lack of a better word, I'm using the word prayer. The best word that you can say over the water is thank you. Give it the charging that it needs for 4 to 8 hours. Bless it. Thank it for what it's doing. Drink it. It's your 432 right there. This is the whole thing. This is it. This is what you do. And you heal at 432. So our water's fluoridated? Okay, fine. We've got to start cleaning our water. We've got to start doing something. Something. We can't do it chemically. We're not going to do it. We're not going to. Resistance does not mean fighting. Resistance is this. We resist the poisons that are being put in our water. Are recharging the water as we go. We have to do this each individually. And then eventually, all of the water in our country will be recharged. It would be nice to see huge concerts next to huge bodies of water in the 432 hertz again. Before 1939, All of our music was broadcast in 432 hertz. But somebody lobbied our Congress to change it to 440. And 4 plus 4 plus 0 does not equal 9. It needs to equal 9. That 9 factor's got to be met. And I'll tell you about the number 9 factor shortly. So anyway, that's enough on this. Thanks. Happy New Year. I will talk to you first thing in the morning or afternoon or first thing tomorrow night. Whatever that happens to turn out. But I'll talk to you, I hope, in the New Year. Thanks really so much for watching and joining and liking and listening, and golly, thank you very much. You mean a lot to me, guys. You mean a lot to me.